Hey, Dutch here. Hey guys, today's video I'm just going to talk to you about my baby bunnies and how they all died on me. You guys seen my videos the last couple days. We had a big storm roll through right when these babies were being born. I thought the nest was good. I had plenty of hay in there for them. The thing is, this hutch is facing the west, and that storm came straight from the west, and it was blowing straight in there. I took off my my winterization cover on here about a week or two ago. The weather started getting warmed up, and you can see on here. Let me show you. I didn't have a cover on here. I'm new to rabbits, and there's no front, but it was full of hay, plenty of hay, and you can see there's a little fur back there where they did it. But usually, I guess they just pack that thing with fur. But the thing that happened, the wind blew through, and we were having like 40 to 50 mile an hour winds, and it just totally went straight through here. And I guess one of the #1 killers for baby rabbits isn't the cold or hot weather, it's wind. I guess wind really just wreaks havoc on them, and it can really take them all out. And both of these had their babies. This one had 6. This one over here had 14 little babies. It's crazy. I just counted them a little bit ago. It's a bad deal. That's the very last thing I wanted to happen, was for these things to not make it. And these ones, she had so many of them, they're so little. I'll show you guys in a little bit, and I'll warn you before I show you the comparison of this one over here had 6, and she had 14. And I'll show you a side-by-side comparison. They're dead, but so if you don't want to watch it, I'll warn you up before I show you guys. But I'm going to show you guys some modifications I'm going to make on my nest boxes, just so this will never happen again. You can see my nest box is open, and if this wasn't facing the west, you can see it's windy today. I'm going to put a wall up right here. That way no wind can get in there whatsoever. She'll have her door right here, get in there. You can see on some of my other videos, this is how I winterize. That's how it looks winterized. I'll have those on the front of them. Yeah, I just want to let you guys know our baby bunnies didn't make it. It's a bad deal. I never even told my kids that we had baby bunnies yet, just because of the fact that I didn't know how well they would do. I mean, these are first time mamas. Usually, I've heard it's a mixed thing. Sometimes they do good, sometimes they don't do good at all for the first time. So I don't even know if they would have been good mamas, because Hope's Homestead, I talked to her about, she's got a bunch of rabbits, and she thinks it was probably the wind, and I agree with her, because it was like that storm rolled in at the perfect time, right when these rabbits were having their babies, and it was just disaster for them. I guess they were good whenever I came out and checked on them right before the storm hit. And the hay was in there all fine. It wasn't blowing around. You know, the fur was blowing around. You can see it right here. See a lot of her fur. It was blowing around pretty good, but as far as they were back in the back, and I thought they'd be fine. And the same with the other ones, but they didn't make it. And I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I know you guys will be asking to see the bunnies and stuff, but there is none. I do have a question for some of you guys that are a lot more experienced than me, because these are our first bunnies. If you guys have any advice on a better setup as far as for babies, I know I'm going to fix these nest boxes. I'm going to put a front wall on the front of them. That way no wind whatsoever can get in there. And but if you guys have any suggestions, just let me know. I'm open to any ideas. I'm not an expert by any means. This is our first ones. But also, I was going to ask people out there who have rabbits. I'm not trying to run a rabbit breeding factory, but I'm just wondering, when can I breed these rabbits again? Wait a month, 2 months, 3 months? What's the normal on breeding rabbits? I know usually I think people say wean them at 6 weeks, so I'm guessing at least 6 weeks, since they don't have any babies now. So if you guys got any suggestions on that, when I could breed my rabbits again, I appreciate you letting me know. But alright, if you guys don't want to see this part, I'm going to show a side-by-side comparison of how big the rabbits are compared to the one that had 6 and the one that had 14, the babies. So I'm going to show them, and they're not alive, so if you don't want to see this, just turn it off now, because I'm just going to show this and I'm going to get off here. And I appreciate you guys watching the videos. Okay, there's a side-by-side comparison. This is one of the ones that only had 6, and you see how much bigger it is. And This mom had 14 of these little babies. And you can see they're little bitty. Obviously there's not as much room in there for 14 there is 6, so I'm sure, you know, that's why they grew so much bigger. You can see. And I never even seen any of these alive, to be honest with you. I'm assuming they were all alive, and I came out here that morning to check on them, they're all gone. So I'm assuming that they weren't stillborn. I never did see any of them alive. But yeah, that's the situation on the bunnies. It ain't a very good deal. But we learn and keep going. If you guys got any suggestions for me, just let me know in the comments section or PM me or something. Appreciate you guys watching the video.